Hello seedlings, welcome back to my channel. It's Madison here, or Dandelion. Today we are talking about one of my truest loves, ecstatic dance, or as some people call it, conscious dance. But before we get into the video talking about ecstatic dance, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. And remember, you can hit that join button below this video to become a member of my channel. This gives me some extra support, helps me keep making content on YouTube, and also gives you access to members-only perks. So, let's get into the video. So, first of all, just so you all know where I'm coming from as we talk about ecstatic dance, I am an ecstatic dance or conscious dance leader. So, what that means is I went through a training through a business called Dance the Medicine, which is so great. I highly recommend you look them up. I will put their information in the drop box below. I cannot recommend their courses enough. They're a really great group of people, really great community, and they are so helpful in your journey of ecstatic dance. But I studied at Dance the Medicine to become a ecstatic or conscious dance facilitator. So that means that I hold events where we practice ecstatic dance, and I lead people through the experience of ecstatic dance. If you want to see a bit more of what this all means in action, and hear me talk about ecstatic dance more, then you can check out here on my channel. I have a vlog that I posted not too long ago of a ecstatic dance retreat that I attended in Costa Rica. So that is in the Dropbox. You can check that out if you're interested. So what is ecstatic dance? Let's start there. Ecstatic dance is the practice of getting in touch with your body and with your energy field through movement. Ecstatic dance is a way to move energy through the body. It's a way to get in touch with your emotions and get in touch with what your body is saying, what your body needs. And it's also a really great way to have fun and connect with other people. And one thing I want to address early in this video is a lot of people get confused when they hear the term ecstatic dance because they have a lot of meaning that they attach to the word ecstatic that isn't actually correct. So a lot of the time when people think of the word ecstatic, they put a positive spin on it. They think that means, oh my God, I'm ecstatic, and like in a positive way, I'm so happy, I'm so joyful, I'm like on the next level of excitement. When really what ecstatic means, if you look up the definition of ecstatic, is it just means any kind of heightened emotion, a heightened state of being. So when we practice ecstatic or conscious dance, what we do is we reach a level of being through movement and through the music that's playing and the movement of our body and our connection to our body and our spirit. We're melding those things together through movement. And it brings us into this heightened state of being, this higher vibration, this ecstatic place of existence. So that's what we mean when we say ecstatic dance. It's almost similar to if you are a person with a spiritual practice, if you've ever chanted for a really long time or meditated for a really long time, you reach that point where you almost feel a little bit high on the experience. It gives you that state of being where you're vibrating very highly. Even if you're someone who's been to acupuncture, when you leave an acupuncture appointment, you just feel that in like a vibrational, vibey kind of way. If you've felt it, you know what I mean. But ecstatic dance brings us that feeling. And this practice of movement as medicine is the oldest practice in the book. You know, early humans moving and dancing, early tribes, early settlements, early groups of humans have practiced dancing around the fire, around the bonfire, at community gatherings for so long, since the beginning of humans. So this is a really old and really powerful practice that is recognized all over the entire earth, all across the globe. So this is something that is powerful, and every culture will agree is powerful. Anyone who's ever danced in any form knows that it can both make you cry and make you laugh. It can make you do both at once. Dance is an amazing thing. And another thing I want to address is I think a lot of people at least in our Western society, I'm not sure about other places, they hear the word dance and they think of the things they see on TV. Professional dancers or competitive dancers. That's what they think of when they hear the word dance. And I want to reiterate that this is about movement and true dance. If you are someone who's wondering, oh, what do you mean true dance? Look up Pina Bausch. Look up Alvin Ailey. These are people and teachers and dancers and their dancers, the pieces they've choreographed. That's true dance. It's about the movement. It's not about how high you can kick your leg or how many turns you can do or if you can do a flip or an aerial or gymnastics or any of these things or if you're flexible or any of that. It's about movement. So when I say dance, when I say ecstatic dance, conscious dance, what I mean is movement. Conscious, informed, intentional movement. So everybody's a good dancer. It's not as if some people are better dancers than others. Sure, maybe in a ballet class, some people might be better than others, but in an ecstatic dance space, everyone is equally gorgeous and perfect in all their dance moves, in all their movements. So it's not about following steps or moving correctly or moving with technique or doing the right dance move at the right time. None of that matters. We throw that all out the window. We listen to our internal voice, we listen to our body, and we move as we feel called to. And ecstatic dance can be a lot of things within one spiritual practice. It can be a modality of healing. So similar to Reiki, ecstatic dance can be very healing as a practice. I myself have my own ecstatic dance practice where I have a little bit of open space here right in front of my altar, and while I'm doing rituals in the evening, I will often dance and move consciously to add power to the ritual and also to give myself healing. And to add another layer on top of that, movement and dance, ecstatic dance, conscious dance, can be an offering to deity and to spirit. So that's another way you can use this practice. It can also be a way to reach a state of heightened awareness. So sometimes we will start to receive messages more strongly when we are moving consciously and in that ecstatic dance space. So let's talk a bit about what ecstatic dance gatherings look like, in case you're interested in attending some. So ecstatic dance gatherings look different depending on who's running them and where they're being held. But usually they're around an hour long, and usually there will be an opening and a closing led by the facilitator. So this is where someone like me would help you to get comfortable in the space, help you to start moving, maybe with some guided movements, and then leave you to enjoy the music and connect with the sound and connect with your body for the rest of the hour. And then usually there'll be a closing at the end just to wrap things up, bring everyone back into their body before everybody dissipates and leaves the space. But again, every gathering is different depending on who's running it. That's what makes ecstatic dance so beautiful, is every single gathering can be so different depending on who's there, the music that is played, and the person who's leading the dance. Also, a lot of the time at ecstatic dance gatherings there will be a DJ. This is someone who is aware of the practice of ecstatic dance and will play music that is for the greatest and highest good of the group. Sometimes with ecstatic dance there will be a theme or a goal that the leader and or the DJ have in mind. So to give you some examples from dances that I've led, I lead the dances and I also do the music at the events that I have led. So I will usually pick themes that are according to whatever's going on in the world or what's going on seasonally or whatever event I'm at. So recently I was at Pagan Community Retreat in April of this year, and I held an ecstatic dance there, and the theme for that, because we were all gathering in community, I thought it would be perfect to do a dance all centered around connection and community. So every song that I played, the whole hour-long set, was designed to help people connect not only with themselves but with each other. I've also held dances that had other topics, like one dance I held, the theme was cleansing rain. So all the music was meant to give a cleansing feeling, a feeling of washing everything away. Another dance I held, the theme was abundance and prosperity. So some dances have themes, other dances are open to interpretation. So some dances are just generic music for an hour, and whatever comes up for you is what was meant to come up for you. Sometimes at ecstatic dances there is an activity included. So I will give my favorite example of a dance that I was at that included an activity, and I will give a shout out to Bernice. She's the woman who runs Dance the Medicine that I mentioned before. Again, their information is in the Dropbox, and you can see more of this in the vlog I also mentioned, because this happened at the retreat that I attended. But I absolutely loved this dance. It was led by Bernice. And I can't remember if she got the idea from someone else or if she came up with it, but no matter what, it was an amazing dance, and I love Bernice for leading this dance, and I was so happy that I was there. But it was on Valentine's Day. So we had an hour-long dance, and the little activity that was paired with the dance was, as you dance throughout the hour, you can go up to, as you feel called, you can go up to this little table where Bernice had cut out paper hearts about this big. So nothing huge, but big enough to write on. She had cut out a bunch of paper hearts, and she said, as you feel called, as you're dancing, wander over to the table and write things on these hearts. So you would write something on the heart, fold it up, and put it in the pile of already written on cards. And by the end of the dance, everyone had filled these hearts with affirmations, little bits of emotions, feelings, advice, and then at the end of the dance, everybody got their own little randomized pile of hearts with messages on them. So it was like we all gave each other Valentines. It was so beautiful. So sometimes dances aren't just about the dancing. There's also little activities involved. So you can look for ecstatic dances in your area. I hold ecstatic dances. I also travel to events, spiritually minded events, pagan events, Wiccan events, witch events, and I hold dances there. So if you're someone who hosts these events and you want to contact me and ask me about leading a dance at your event, then reach out to me through my website. That's in the Dropbox. But you can look for events and ecstatic dance classes in your area. Most places have them. But you can also practice ecstatic dance completely by yourself. Like I said, I have my own personal ecstatic dance practice, so you don't need to feel like you have to be in a group or at a class to practice ecstatic dance. It's similar to yoga. Of course, yoga is a little different because you have specific poses you're doing, but ecstatic dance is similar to yoga in that you can have your own personal practice with it. You don't have to be in a yoga class to practice yoga. You don't have to be in an ecstatic dance class to practice ecstatic dance. And if you're looking for music to use for ecstatic dance, then know that I have a playlist that is in the Dropbox of this video on Spotify that I have been adding to over time, and I still continue to add to it. So it's always growing and changing, but it's got on it all my favorite songs for ecstatic dance. Some are more spiritual and have no lyrics, and some are more modern songs or songs with lyrics throughout the decades. And they're all different genres of songs. So there's something for everyone there. So if you are interested in having your own ecstatic dance practice, you can go to my playlist on Spotify, settle yourself, and when you're ready to start your practice, you can hit the shuffle button on that playlist with the intention in your mind of, may this music be for my greatest and highest good. Let Spirit choose the music for you. And I do this a lot. And it always seems to be spot on, the songs in that playlist that shuffle chosen by Spirit. So you can do that if you're not sure exactly what song. Or if you have a certain song that strikes a nerve or makes you feel something strongly, let it play and see how you want to move as the song plays. And emotions often come up, so invite any of that and give yourself a lot of love and support if any of those emotions come up. But know that any music is perfect for ecstatic dance. So if you have a certain song that you love to dance to, or a certain song that brings up an emotion or a memory or any kind of state of being, then put that song on and enjoy your ecstatic dance practice. Any music is good music for ecstatic dance. The only thing I would say is you want to keep in mind that you want to be able to get in touch with your body physically and your energy field. So you don't really want any music that's, I would say maybe not super popular music because it's not spiritually minded, and it's a little bit distracting. So keep that in mind, but any music that allows you to connect to your body and your spirit is perfect for your ecstatic dance practice. And again, remember, if you're not sure, you're having trouble picturing what kind of music you would use, check out my playlist. So that is all about ecstatic dance and how to have your own ecstatic dance practice, what ecstatic dance is, and why it's so amazing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And again, you can hit that join button to become a member of my channel if you want to send some extra support. You can also hit that thanks button below this video if you just want to send a one-time little bit of a tip to me. All that money comes right to me and helps me to keep making videos here on YouTube. So if you don't want to commit to being a member and paying monthly, you can just hit that thanks button and send me a little bit of a thank you. And if you want to be notified anytime that I'm hosting an ecstatic dance, I'm bopping all around doing them. So anytime I have an ecstatic dance that I'm hosting, I send out an email blast to all of the people subscribed to my website. So if you want to be on that mailing list, go to the Dropbox below this video and go to my spiritual website, priestessdandelion.com, and sign up for my mailing list so that you know when I'm hosting events and where they're going to be. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Blessed be.